Creating online courses is one of the best ways to generate an income online. If you do it correctly, this could be your only source of income and this will give you financial freedom. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at a plugin that makes it easy for you to host your own courses on your own website. Coming up. If we take a look at my funnels to income system, and this is the system that I use to generate income online. We notice here that on phase 3, we have courses. This is one of the ways that you can make money online. So there are several ways you can set up your courses. There are also services like Teachable where you can upload all your courses on there and they sell them or host them for you. Now, there are disadvantages of doing it that way, and that is you don't actually own your content, and also you are limited in the way you set up your sales pages and your checkout pages. So having this on your own website is really powerful because you can push all your traffic to your own website. The question though is, how easy is it to set up your own online course website? So let's dive in and let me show you quickly how you can set up your own online course website. So the plugin that we're taking a look today at is called LearnDash. So over here, I'm going to switch to my website and I've already gone ahead and downloaded the plugin. So let me just show you the page here. So this is LearnDash.com. And if you go to the link I'll provide in the video description below, it's my affiliate link. You get a $40 off. Plus, you also get my course, which teaches you how to set up your own online course website. So all you have to do is to let me know that you've bought it and send me the receipt number, and I'll give you access to the full course that teaches you how to set up your own online course website. All right, so over here, let's take a look at the pricing. So at the first glance, you'll be thinking, wow, that's a lot of money, $159. But remember, this is only annual. So you only pay it once every year. And if you do a very good job of selling your courses, I'm pretty sure you can make more than that within one sale of a course or even maybe 2 courses. So throughout the whole year, ideally, you want to sell hundreds of courses, of course. So this will make its money back, in a very short space of time. So let's take a look at what we get with this license. So I'm pretty much looking here at the basic one, which is $159. So this allows you to install on one website and you can host unlimited courses and you can have unlimited users. So this is a plus, and this is why I really like this. Now, the other feature that I really like here is the free integration. So you can connect this with your email service provider, which means every student that signs up on your course, you also have their email details. So in the future, you can sell them upgraded courses or even advanced courses that are that relates to the current course they're on. So this is really cool. Okay, so now let's switch over here to the site. Now I've already gone ahead and downloaded the plugin. So I'm going to install it and just show you how easy it is to set it up. So over here on the plugins, I'm going to click on Add New, and then I'm going to click Upload a Plugin, and then choose File. So my plugin here is in my dashboard, in my downloads folder. I'm going to click Install Now. Okay, so I've installed the plugin and it's activated. So once you install and activate it, you get this entry over here on the top, which says LearnDash. So there is an overview. You can take a look here at pretty much what it does. It also gives you a step-by-step process of how you can set up your courses. But I'm going to show you a quick way of actually doing this because this can be pretty much way too overwhelming. You don't want to go through this. So to set up a course, it's very straightforward. All you have to do is to come over here to courses, right? And you want to give your course a name. So I am going to click on Add New on the top here. And then what should we call this course? We could call this anything. So let's say Baking Basics, and then hit Publish. Hit Publish one more time. So that's our course created. The next stage now is to go to the builder here. So the builder is where you set all your lessons. And the one thing I like about LearnDash is you can have all your sections here as well. So here on the sections, I'm going to add my first section and I'm going to call this Welcome, add heading. So now that becomes my main section. Next, I can add my courses now. So I'm going to click here on this plus button and I'm going to say lesson 1, all about the flour. So I'm just making this up as we go. I'm not good at baking at all. Right, so the next stage now is to add your content onto that. So first of all, I'm just going to click on Add Lesson and let me add another one. And this one here, let's call this lesson 2. And we are going to say choosing the mixer. Okay, now let's go on to lesson number 3. I'm going to click on add lesson here, and I'm going to go to lesson number 3. And lesson number 3, I've run out of what to say now, so I'm just going to say lesson 3. Okay, so these are our lessons. Now, the really cool thing about this builder here is we can move things around by dragging them. So here I can just drag this to the bottom if I need to do that, and I can drag it back to the top, and I can also use this down arrow. So let's say you have a list of lessons here. You can go in and drag them into position and set them the way you want. And let's say you want to add a new section. So this could be, let's say module 1, add a section. So you can have module 1, and then let's say you want to add lesson 3 to module 1. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can drag these lessons across the modules, as you can see here. So it's very straightforward. Now let's add our content to our lessons. So there's different ways you can add your content here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just open Lorem Ipsum here and just add some dummy text. Because if I start typing, I'm sure you've noticed that my typing is really bad. I take too long to type. So I'm just going to use this dummy text here. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm just going to pretend that this is my lesson 1 copy. Okay. So if you want to go in now and add the contents of lesson 1, what you want to do is to come over here to edit. In fact, before you do that, you want to make sure that this is saved, and it is. Okay. So you come over here to lesson 1. Click on edit. I'm going to click leave. So this now is going to take me to lesson 1, and this is where I can add my content. So I'm going to add just my text here. I'm going to click update. Now I'm going to add a YouTube video. So I'm going to go to YouTube here. So in your case, you can go to Vimeo, because on Vimeo, you can add your own courses that you've recorded in video format. So I'm just going to come over here and click on my list of videos. So I'm going to go to my studio and then just choose one of these videos here. So I'm just going to grab the link by just clicking here. So I'm just going to hit update. So the next lesson is where I'm going to have my video. So now that I'm done, I'm going to come over here. All right. So here on lesson 2, I can just go in here and paste my video, and you can see I'm using the normal builder here. I'm not using Divi at all. So I'm just using the normal Gutenberg editor. So now I'm going to hit update. So I've added 2 lessons now. So back over here to the lessons. This now gives me a list of all the lessons that I have on my site. Now let's take a look at our course page. So now let's take a look at what Baking Basics course looks like. So over here, I'm going to open this in a new tab so that we can see the landing page of our Baking Basics. So here you can see this is Baking Basics, and this is our lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. So let's go to the very first one here. So if I click here, it's going to show me the lesson that I just added, and this was our basic text. You can mark here as complete. You can also go to the next lesson, and remember this was a video. So there we go. So this is our video. So as you can see, this page here is pretty boring, and ideally you'd like a bit of much better design, because if you take a look at a lot of these online course platforms, they have a really beautiful interface. But you know what? LearnDash has this hiding under its sleeves. Let me show you where this is hiding. So if I come back over here on a general, if you go to the general tab here, you're going to notice that the active template here is legacy. You want to change that and choose LearnDash 3.0. Now this will open up a lot of features, but the main one that we're looking for here is the focus mode. So here it is right here, focus mode. Now, I want you to take a look at this page one more time. Okay, you see how it is here? If I go back and activate a focus mode, right? And then save changes. Here it is, save. I'm going to refresh the page, and you're going to see how just by clicking on that button, it's going to change everything. So I'm going to refresh the page here. And now you see we have this beautiful layout. So over here on the left, this is where all our lessons are. So if I click here, it takes me to the lessons. We have beautiful buttons here. It shows us that the course is in progress. Over here on the top, you can upload your logo as well to really brand this. Over here on the top, it shows a picture of the student, which is really cool. So the most important thing here is this gives you access to all your lessons here on the left, and you can even toggle this to give you more space. So as you can see here, it's giving us a lot of empty space here. That can be fixed by coming back over here and then clicking here on default, and then you say full width. Let's save this one more time. And then let's take a look at what this looks like. So if I refresh now it's full width. It's showing all our information here. And if I go to lesson 2, it's going to show my video. So when your visitor comes to your website, or when your student comes here, they can play this video and move on to the next lesson and so on. So this interface is great. You can also go in and customize the colors and really make it look great. And you can also use your own colors to brand this however you want. So back over here, this is where you do your branding. So you can click here on the accent color, choose whatever color you want. So let's say we're going to go with this color right here, and the progress color, let's go with this green, and let's say notifications warnings, let's go with this orange color here. So as you can see, it's pretty much fast. I can go in here, add my logo. So let me see if I have a default logo here. So I'm going to go with this one, use logo. And then now here on the full width, you can play around with different sizes and see which size works for you. So you can also change this to 1180, for example. Let's hit save and let's take a look and see what this looks like. So back over here now, if I click on my lessons page and refresh, you can see here my colors have been updated and it looks great. So this complete here is now green. My next lesson is there, the progress bar and so on. So let's say I mark this as complete. You can see here my progress bar has been updated, and over here on the top it shows you mark as complete. So you pretty much have everything that you need over here to just let you know how you're getting on with your lesson. And over here as well, you get a check mark, which also tells you that you've done that. So let's say your student has logged into the site, they've done that lesson. Sometimes it's quite difficult to remember where you left off. So this is a cue that also tells you where you are and what you've done. Okay, so back over here now, let's talk about other features that this has going on. So let's go through these one by one. So over here, we've gone through this. This is where you add all your courses. And then you also have your lessons here. So as you can see, this lesson 3, lesson 2, lesson 1 is in the basic baking basics. So this is how it structures all the courses and the lessons in one place. Okay, so moving on, you can also add some topics here to really make your course even more exciting. And you also have some videos here that tell you how to set all these things up. So these are the documentation videos. Next, you also have quizzes. So you can also make your course very exciting by adding quizzes. So for example, to add one, you just click here on add your quiz, and then you can start adding, your quiz. So here you can add your quiz title and so on. So I'm just going to go back and let's continue here. We also have certificates, so you can design your own certificate and upload it here. So when a student finishes their course, they can get a certificate. You can also set assignments. So this is pretty much like homework. So it's pretty cool that you can also do this, and you can also set groups, and there's also some reports that you can also set up here. Now over here on the add-ons, now this is the part where I'm really excited about, because we can now connect LearnDash with so many other services. For example, let's say you have Gravity Forms. You can connect Gravity Forms here to LearnDash. WooCommerce, now I highly recommend this. You can actually use WooCommerce to sell all your courses on your website, and it does a fantastic job of it. So if you hit install now, it will install the connection, and you can then go into WooCommerce and create the name of the course and set your prices, and this will pretty much integrate together. So if I hit activate here, this will activate the plugin, and you can go ahead and set it up. Now, when we take a look at these other services that we get online, which hosts courses like Teachable and Thinkific, I think. Yeah, they also host courses for you. Now, they host these courses on their platform. So the disadvantages to that, in fact, I've been interviewed on a podcast by Josh Hall. I'll link to that in the video description as well. So the disadvantages to using those services is you don't get to own your content, and also you have design limitations. Now, with this system that I'm talking about here, you can add a funnel. So you can pretty much download or purchase a plugin called Cartflows, and this will allow you to have funnels. So you can set up your sales page, you can upsell courses, downsell, and all that good stuff. And this allows you to even maximize the amount of money that you can get for your courses. And not only that, because you're using Divi here, you also have the builder. So you can pretty much design a landing page that you want. I mean, the design can look however you want. And these are the limitations you get when you use a service like Teachable or Thinkific. So these are the main advantages. Now, when it comes to support, there's great support as well with this plugin. It's really, really good. But as I mentioned earlier on, the ability to go in and design your custom pages is really, really powerful, because you want to make sure that when people come on your landing page, everything is on there. You got videos if you need to have videos, and then you can also link them to other pages like the sales page or the upsells, downsells, and so on. And this can all integrate very easy. Now, what I've done ahead of time is I've created templates that make your LearnDash website look great. And I've also created a full course that teaches you how to put together a LearnDash course to host your own websites. So this is accessible to you if you buy LearnDash using my affiliate link. And by the way, I'll also be doing more tutorials on how LearnDash, or how to use LearnDash and how powerful it is, and different ways that you can set up LearnDash. Now, this is a great opportunity, especially with what's going on right now. Most people are at home, so this is where you can get to discover, what you're good at and turn it into a course. So this will allow you to make a bit of income online or on the side while you have, your 9-to-5 job. So this is what I've been doing myself. I sell my own online courses and they've been doing great. And pretty much I do this full time. So this is the plugin that I highly recommend to use. Now, there's a few things that I need to talk about. It's not 100% perfect. So when it comes to the course landing page, there is a plugin that they use where you can show all your courses on that page. Now, the design of that is very limited. It doesn't really look very nice. So I hope that the team at LearnDash is going to work on that page where it shows pretty much all your courses on a course grid. It doesn't look very, very well, very good. And it's also not very easy to go in and customize. So what I've had to do myself is to create my own page that shows all these courses, and it can be a pain, but it would be nice if they could enhance that facility and give us more functions to go in and customize it. The other thing as well is over here on the courses. In fact, let me switch over here so we can see it. Over here on the courses, let me just go to my lessons into the course builder. So over here on the course builder, what I noticed is I have a course which has quite a lot of lessons. That's about 50. So what I noticed is when I was dragging these into position, sometimes what happens is when you hit update and you take a look at the course, these are all jumbled up. But what I had to do now to pretty much avoid that from happening is to save even more regularly, because if you don't save regularly, what happens is there's a chance that these could be jumbled up. I mean, that's what I experienced. And so if this happens to you, you should make sure that you go in and hit update every time you make some changes here. So while we're here as well on this course builder, over here we also have settings. Now on these settings here, you can also add course materials. So if I add that, I can add all the course materials here. And this is really powerful because before your students can take the course, they need to know what sort of things they need in order for them to access the course or to complete the course. So here is where you can add all your course material, and the course certificate is right here as well. Once you upload it, you can add it over here. And that's specific for the baking basics. Now over here, your course content, you can always keep it to always visible. And let me show you also here, which is the access mode. So what I do is, and there's a few ways you could do this, you can make it free, or you can set it to buy now. You can set a course price, and then you want to link this to PayPal. So when your students buy the course, they'll get access that way. But in my case, what I prefer doing is to have a dedicated plugin that does my memberships for me. I've noticed that there's more power in that because you can move your students to different levels. So let's say you have 3 levels, VIP level, or you have just your basic level. So let's say you want to move some students from the basic level to the VIP. You can do this with a plugin like MemberPress or Wishlist Member. So Although this works, it's not that powerful, so just bear that in mind. So you may want to invest in a membership plugin, but you know what? In the main course that I provide, I cover that as well, so you would know how to set it up. Over here, you can also set your course prerequisites. So let's say it's a web design course, and in order for you to do the Divi web design course, you need to maybe sign up for the basic one, which is maybe the WordPress course. So this could come over here as the prerequisite. And as you can see here, if I click on this drop down, it also shows me the courses or that I have on my system. So your students will have to first complete that before they can go on to the advanced course. So that's a pretty cool feature. Now over here, there's also course points, and this is also really good because what you can do is you can award points by after the student completes the course. So let's say you can award, let's say 100 points here. That is great. So when they finish this course, they'll have 100 points. And you can also set some requirements here. So let's say there's a course that you want to have access to. You can set maybe 50 points in order for you to access that course. So this just makes more fun to set it up and get your students really, really excited. Now over here, you have also course progression. You can have it set here to linear, which means that they have to finish the course, the lesson every single time before they go through, or it can be freeform, which means they can start on lesson number 1 and go to lesson number 10. So it's up to you how you want to set it up. Now here's the thing. Now I have cart flows here. So here is where I would set my cart flows landing page. So if I were to sell this course, I will go and create a landing page for this course, which is Baking Basics, and I would choose my landing page here. And cart flows is great because you can have a beautiful landing page. In fact, you know what? Let me hit update and I'll show you what cart flows can do. So if I click here on view course, this is going to show us our basic page, but we can go in and really customize this and make it look however we want. So now, I don't know what that sales page looks like, but let's open a new incognito window here. So let's say you are a brand new visitor to the site. If you go to this link, which is the link that you would promote, this is the landing page that you'd get. But of course, you want to make sure that your page looks way better than this. You want to include information like your call to action, the benefits of this course, testimonials, and also the price. So when they click here, get the offer, this will take them to the checkout page where they actually buy the course. But in this case, I haven't set it up for that, but this is all covered in the course. That's the LearnDash course. All right, so also this course, this landing page here, this course landing page can also be customized. And this is one thing I really, really like about LearnDash. So you can go in here and you can use the Divi Builder and customize this main page. But as you can see here, it's very easy to set up. And as I mentioned, it's always better for you to make sure you have full access to your own content. You have to make sure you have full access to your own content because you don't want to have other platforms detect how your courses are charged or how you sell your courses. I know it may be a bit harder if you're starting off, but if you bite the bullet and get started from the beginning, this is a definitely much better option. Now, as I mentioned, if you buy LearnDash using my affiliate link, I will give you access to my LearnDash course where I teach you step by step how to set up your own website that hosts courses. All right, that's all I have for you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.